In the March of 2020, freshly installed Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin declared a nationwide Movement Control Order or MCO in Malaysia as an attempt to ease the load on the national healthcare system in dealing with COVID-19. There was no shortage of complaints from this MCO from across the nation, from parents wondering whether their children will be able to go to school, to students getting bored out of their minds at home, or having to climb trees for an internet connection stable enough for them to do their homework. One of the groups that got hit hard by the MCO were those running small businesses or small-medium enterprises or SMEs. Some shuttered their stores for months on end but had to continue to pay rent and wages to their workers with no income whatsoever from their business. Some eventually had to pull the plug. Today, we speak to Arvind Raj, an entrepreneur whose business had to shutter once again as a result of the new MCO 2.0 that began this week.
So my name is Arvind Raj. I'm from Taman Melawati. And I do digital marketing full-time, right? And also I make music. I'm a music producer as well. I've been making music for the past 10 years. Make songs, basically. I rap, I sing, and whatnot. Yeah, and also I own a barbershop. I've been doing digital marketing as a full-time job and as well as music. So these two were my main source of incomes for I don't know how long, quite some time. And I was comfortably earning through that. But once MCO kicked in, the first MCO came in, what happened was digital marketing, that side of my job was not affected because as a digital marketer, you can work from anywhere as long as you have a laptop. But my other income, which was music, that was really affected because I did not have any shows, events got cancelled, and there was a huge decline in my income. So what I actually realized was it's about time to, venture into something which then I actually had this idea of opening a barbershop, which I had this dream ever since I was 16. I always wanted to own a barbershop. I don't know why, but I like to see people walking out of the barbershop with a fresh cut. So, and I myself love going to barbershops. So I thought, why not open one? So I actually saved money from whatever money I saved from my music and my career, digital marketing career. I was able to open a barbershop.
During the 2020 MCO, one of the hottest topics in the news was when hairdressers could reopen for business.
When people come to the shop, there is contact. There is contact. At that point of time, people were under the idea. It was like a taboo where people actually think where you touch another person, you're going to get corona. So you better not touch anyone. But people fail to understand that corona or COVID is a disease where it's passed through fluid. Of course, shaking hands and all that are not advisable and all, but barber shops at that point of time, I mean, even now, if proper SOPs are maintained where barbers wear gloves and they're fully protected and each and every customer has a new apron, the plastic apron to wear, things are pretty much safe. My barber, technically look at it this way, bro. My barber is going to cut someone's hair. All covered, basically. So there's two people in the shop. Business is still running. That is not allowed, but two people can go jogging. So see, it contradicts, bro. How sure are you're going to maintain a 1 meter distance jogging with someone else? And that when you're jogging, you're also going to pass on fluid, bro. Correct or not?
That's true, yes.
So that is allowed. But here, where there's no fluid passing, there's no fluid contact, the business is not allowed. How is that possible? And I was like, honestly, I was thinking, right, because they said services, the economy won't be affected. Economical activities wouldn't be affected and whatnot. That was what they said in the beginning. And they said services can still run as usual with subject to SOP, which until 11:30 in the night on Tuesday, I was telling my barber, you know what, you come back to work tomorrow. We are opening tomorrow. We just have to close until 10 o'clock. So what happens is I told my barber, and then at 11:30 I get this notice from, I forgot what it was, JPPP, I think, about barbershops not being able to open. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is great. Isn't barbershop a service, right? Not know if you can tell us earlier, at least we can have a plan. Or even, I mean, I know having a barbershop open, it's a risk to people because, you know, people are visiting the barbershop and whatnot. They might look at that as a risk and there is contact and whatever. But it would be great if the government would at least allow us to actually run with home-to-home services around our area. So a limited number of home-to-home services per barbershop or something like, you know, come up, you know, going around here and here again, coming back to the same thing. It's just us maintaining SOPs and also allowing the businesses to run under strict SOPs.
For most workers, no work would most likely mean no salary. But for business owners like Arvind, not being able to open for business is twice as harsh as he still pays rent on his shop.
If I'm not paying rent for my shop, I wouldn't be really affected. One way that they could help was, I understand there was this thing where they came up with this moratorium where you don't have to pay your landlord and whatnot. You have the choice and whatnot, but looks like the landlords don't really care about it, bro.
Really? So they're not.
No. They've given the choice to the landlord, saying that it's up to you whether you want to accept the moratorium or not. If you don't want to, then you can't do anything. If that could have been enforced better, I wouldn't have feel a barbershop owner like me wouldn't have really felt the pinch that much. Just let us run our businesses. That's about it. One person or two people, just say a barbershop has 2 chairs, one barber. Let one person be in the barbershop. One time, one person. You know, full SOP. And things can still run as normal. Okay. Yeah. If there would be a help that I would ask from the government, the only help is just let us run our business with subject to SOP. I mean, rather than the shop just being there, closed, no business running, I'd rather open the shop and follow some SOPs. It's okay if I have to pay an extra 3 to 5 ringgit. If my cost per head goes up by 2 to 3 ringgit, it's fine. But at least there is some earning, bro. Rather than the shop just being closed and idle. I used to open my barber shop from 11 right up to 11:30 in the night. So basically 12 hours. Fine, I understand with this whole new MCO SOP thing, you can't open after 8. Apparently now we can't open after 8. Fine, that's fine. But at least let us run our business at least for a few hours in a day. So we can at least pay our staff and also pay our rental.
While the challenge that this second MCO brings is only just starting, Arvind says that he will not give up on his business despite not being able to operate for the time being.
Don't give up. I mean, I know my tweet looked like as if I'm giving up, but inside here I still got the fire burning, man. Like I don't want to close down my shop. So, you know, don't close down your shops. Don't close down your businesses. Make as much noise. Let the government realize. If there's a will, there's a way, bro. Nothing is impossible. Everything can be done, bro. If it is impossible, then why say Malaysia boleh?